Hello everyone. This is my review of a very special gift set from Integrity Toys to celebrate an anniversary. This is J'adore le Fete. It will include an Elise doll, but what makes this so special is this is a case. This is a traveling case like you would have back in the 50s and 60s where you would put your hat and other smaller accessories. It opens up much like a suitcase, as you'll see in a second. This is a brass lock and handle. And here we go. Immediately, what I want to tell you is a little bit different about this. They never used to include the brace on the side, which is a great addition because it will help keep the lid open as we continue to go through this set. As I slowly scroll down and show you Elise herself, her lingerie, the jewelry, the suit, the stockings, the gloves, 2 pairs of shoes, and hands. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to slowly take out each item and talk about them. And toward the end of the review, we're going to have a couple of folks modeling the different ensembles. So stay tuned. So here's Elise, just her in the dress for the moment. I wanted to give you a look at some of the basics, the doll herself, and the gown without any of the accessories. I'm going to slowly move the dress in, well, her too, but as you can see, there's a little bit of princess seaming in the bodice. I am sorry that my lack of haberdashery, I don't know how to call this kind of skirt. It does fill out a little bit. It's pretty tight through, I'd say, the lower leg almost to the bottom of the thigh. As a stylistic choice, which works, the seams are visible throughout and are also visible on the back. The dress closes very nicely with hook and eye. Hook and eye is better than buttons, by the way, because it does allow for the slight differences in bust and waist between the fashion royalties. I'm going to take her off the stand for a moment. I'm going to turn her this way. This is a typical Elise with the very defined cheekbones and eyes. The eyes are blue. The makeup, as I've said in the previous review, when they have a stronger hair color, they go very light on the eyeshadow, which they did in this case. It's a brown. She has a very dark brown hair, almost raven. The lips are strong, definitely a red. Her eyes are blue, and she does have the applied lashes, which are very nice. And I'm just going, she also has, let's do this again, it's a little easier to see it this way. She has, it's a little tricky to see, but if you see a little bit of shine here, that is a see-through strap. I believe it's like a very strong plastic. This is because they don't make flash tape for dolls, although I formally now challenge Monsieur Tremblay or Monsieur Bautry to create a small accessory 1/6 scale flash tape for one of the next dolls. The next item is the suit. It's a business suit. I would say it's the kind of business suit you'd probably wear on the day of your office Christmas party or holiday party, so we're politically correct. full length, almost like a wool material, multicolored. It's the same shade of burgundy that matches the dress with a slightly brighter red and a gray piping here and here. It also mimics a little bit of a seam. The collar is just almost like a black silk, picking up on the glitter and the rest of the skirt and jacket. The jacket is a zipper, the skirt is a zipper and hook, and the jacket is also hook and eye. Give you a little more detail. The ruffles in the skirt are very close to the ruffles that appear in the formal gown. It's nice that this is going to continue between these two pieces. Let's take a look at the lingerie. The lingerie is going to share with the suit the cloth piping, which in this case is meant to mimic the boning of a traditional bustier, except that that would mean there's also boning in the crotch. Everybody draw their own conclusions there. I'll leave you to make the jokes. There's the garters, again, that are traditionally attached to a bustier instead of a belt. They will both close with hook and eye. Please note that there are little snaps here at the bottom, like there are on an adult-sized, people-sized garter to attach the stockings. I'm not going to attempt that with the stockings because they've never worked for me in the 1/1 scale, so they're not going to work in the 1/6 scale for me. But this is the lingerie. Yes, I am using scissors to hold up the purse. I didn't want to get my fingers covering the purse. This is what I thought was the gloves. It's actually a purse, very simple, black satin, typical clutch for formal wear, would obviously also go with the suit. There are two pairs of shoes. This one has a buckle on it, which I'm going to guess would go with the suit, perhaps also the lingerie. It does have the platform heel, but not an exaggerated platform heel. And these appear to be the more formal stiletto heel that would go with the dress. Although they are relatively close enough that I think you could wear either one with both. And very nicely they have separated out the jewelry. The ring, which is onyx, and the necklace are in one set. The bracelet and earrings, again onyx and gold, are in the other. I have not seen earrings like this before from them, so I'm glad to see them do a new mold for the earrings and the bracelet. I have to admit, when I first saw the ring, I got really excited because it reminded me of the ring that Robert Culp used to wear, and if you don't know who Robert Culp is, Google him. Anyway, it looked like a ring that Robert Culp used to wear. I'm trying to put together a Robert Culp action figure. I thought the ring would be perfect. Lo and behold, color infusion makes a masculine ring that is perfect for that figure, so now they don't have to share. There are the stockings. The typical black stockings, by the way. Can never get enough of these because eventually, like ours, the stockings will run out. And the telltale sign that Elise has bespoke hands is the arrival of the extra pointing pair of hands with nail polish that matches her lips, because that is how the world works. Okay, now we're going to do what I thought would be an appropriate throwback. I'm going to take 2 of the very early fashion royalty figures and dress them in the other 2 ensembles. So you can see what the ensembles actually look like on a doll. I did say I wanted to show you how this outfit would look on some of the retro dolls, since this is a retro gift set. We have purple Aisha, or Isha, dressed in the cocktail suit. I should warn you that the jacket is probably made for someone who has bespoke hands, which unfortunately this Isha does not. That being said, the jacket fits, the skirt looks lovely on her. One teeny problem, which is why you're getting the side view, the jacket won't close on her. So if you have a nice shell, which we have plenty of, or you've got no OAK blouse of some kind, throw it on with the jacket and you're good to go. And if I may, I'm just going to reach over and lift her up. Try not to flash you. And show you the first pair of shoes, which do not have platforms. So I think they'd be more appropriate for work, for the suit. And they go great with like every freaking other fashion royalty ensemble that exists. They're also good for killing people because of the stiletto heel. Alright, let's take a look at the lingerie. As you can see, we have something Kiori from that lovely second convention in Toronto. Very, very beautiful Kiori. In fact, she's my favorite. She's wearing the lingerie. It fits her nearly perfectly. As I said, I wasn't going to strap in the stockings, but those are the stockings. And she does have on, I'll turn this way, the earrings from the set. And I will lift her and bring her closer to show you that she's wearing the platform shoes, because if you're going to wear lingerie, then damn it, you're going to wear platform heels and really make a statement. And God only knows the only one who makes a statement better than Kiori is Agnes. But Agnes refuses to appear in my videos because I can't pay her enough in champagne. Finally, we have the girl of the hour, Elise, in her jewelry. The earrings she stole back from Kiori. Her necklace, very simple but elegant. And as I tilt down a little bit, excuse the fingers, the ring and the bracelet. I also switched out her hand to one of the pointers. Very, very elegant. Everything about this ensemble is very elegant and simple. It's not flashy, it's not extravagant, it's understated, but it makes a huge statement. And that's in part because, very much like Agnes, Elise has that very strong face that no matter what you put her in, it's going to scream elegance and class. This is an amazing gift set. I mean, there's no other way to say this. It's gorgeous. Everything works. It's going to work with the dolls. The ones that came out at the beginning of the 21st century, up through now. Beautiful, classy. And just to finish up, I'm just going to say a little bit more about the box itself. And in keeping with my tradition of figuring out what you can do with all these 1/6 scale items, we're going to talk about what else you can do with the box besides store it. As I said, this is a hat box of some sort. It's about 3 inches deep, I would say. Mine is piece, I believe this is a 1327 of a 1400 run of fashion royalty gift sets. What can you do with this box? Obviously, you can put the sections back in, store the doll. You could probably store 3 dolls in there if you put them each in one section. Take them with you to conventions or to club meetings. Very nice way to do that. You could also obviously store a lot of clothing in here, especially the bigger ball gowns with the fuller skirts. You could store cards, letters, photos. Especially if you have the old school photos, and I mean the ones that came out in the 1950s and 60s, and you wanted to put them in a certain order, you could put the dividers back in and use them to store the photos. I think that would be kind of neat. But this box itself certainly has a lot of uses, and it is solid, my friends. This is no fake craftsmanship here. This is faux leather, very, very strong cardboard, if not wood, a plywood. It's good if it drops and there's, you know, photos in it, nobody's loss. I think it would also protect the dolls to a certain extent. It certainly shipped them very well. And that's the review of this lovely, amazing J'adore la Fete gift set. Thank you to Integrity Toys for remembering the joy we used to have with these hat boxes. Thank you for giving us a wonderful Elise ball gown. Thank you for bringing back the lingerie and the suits. Each piece is a part of the heritage of fashion royalty. And we will see you soon.